y'all, giving you a little sample of what daily plans are gonna be like on April 16th. What y'all know about this track? Ralphie Rosario in the house now. What's up, John Doe? I'm keeping it house. It's a Thursday night, throwback Thursday house party over here, y'all. What? Come on. Take me up. Mother Diva about to take you up, take you out, and get into some stuff. All right, house heads. Welcome to another segment of Mother Diva's House special segment review. I got to get into some stuff tonight, y'all. I just got back from Miami. I worked the elections. Turn that down a little bit. So I worked the elections on Monday. Congratulations to, well, I worked the elections Tuesday. So congratulations to Lori Lightfoot. It's been 40 years since Chicago had a female mayor. So we're gonna have to work with her and figure out how we're gonna change the city and make things better. But I wanted to come up here because I have several things that I need to address. One of the things that I want to talk about is you trifling ass, low-life ass DJs that want to run around and talk about people and treat people like shit. Okay, now I'm referring to the DJs that do that. The DJs and the music producers in the house music industry that are good to people, that are professional, that are supportive, that are there. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the ones that's always on social media complaining about this, that, and the other, talking about everybody else, and they broke and ain't got shit. Okay, now let me, and then wait a minute. I go out of my way to help a lot of y'all motherfuckers, and y'all, when I need help, y'all want to turn y'all back on me. Now, I'm going to tell you some case in point. I was in Miami for Miami Music Week. And one of our DJs, I'm not going to say whether it's a male or female, I'm not going to say no names, because see, when you start saying names and talking about people, then that's when they brand and they sales go up. Okay? So let me just, what's up, Barry? How you doing, baby? You know, our Mother Diva got to come up here and read some motherfuckers. And I know why you on my feed, you trying to get some ideas about some house music. Now, let me just tell y'all what happened in Miami. So there was a party that sold 800 tickets, okay? Some idiot put the wrong address on the flyer. 300 people actually found the correct address. 500 people were lost. So the DJ and I was texting back and forth, and it was real early in the morning, okay? Because, you know, they do these parties, and they do these parties real late, and they go to wee hours in the morning, okay? So I understand he was half tired. Well, now you know it's a he. He was half tired, she was half tired, I was half tired, okay? So anyway, we texting back and forth, and I said, well, this is typical Miami bullshit. And I said, so who's responsible for this fiasco? And he said, I have no clue. So my heart went out to those 500 people who bought tickets who could not find the party. And there's been so much going on social media with people just losing their jobs in the media and things that are being said that are causing people to lose their jobs. And this person was a victim of that. So I wanted to have a conversation about it and go live and talk about it. And I asked him, I said, well, listen, can I, mention your name when I try to fight these injustices and things that are going on in the community? And then he was like, no, don't put my name in shit. And then he had nerve enough to say to me, why you gotta fuck up situations. Excuse me? I'm the same person that when that damn nightclub up north would not pay you your money, I called down there and threatened that club and told them, if you don't pay this DJ, we're gonna sue you and go to the media, and I will call all my political friends and have your club shut down. Okay, and that motherfucker got his money that night and didn't pay me for 2 months. I'm texting. No, and then I run into him at a party, and I said, "Did you get your money?" He was like, "Oh yeah." Then he reaches in his pocket and give me my 10%. Okay, but all the time I was trying to talk to him about it, he kept ignoring my text message. So you want to accuse me of fucking up situations because I'm not afraid to speak out about an injustice that's being done. It's called quality customer service, and I hope those 500 people that bought tickets to that event, I really hope they got a refund. I don't know what happened because Miami is a fucking mess, okay? But then, don't you hate when motherfuckers, they get angry with you and get mad at you and then start bringing up other shit? So now he brings up the fact, you asked one of my boys for $2,000. I said, did he tell you he wanted to record me? Let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. You all are not going to sit up here and try to record me for free, because that's what y'all DJs and music producers like to do in house music. You want to do a deal with somebody where you record them for back-end points, you run off with the song, the artist don't get nothing. You ain't doing me like that. I'm too smart for that shit. I'm the Madam Ambassador of House and EDM. Anybody that want to record me, gonna pay me up front. And the only person that I did a deal with where we split 50-50 was Hula. And I did that deal with Hula because Hula has always been supportive towards me. And I ain't got nothing but love and respect for Hula and Maurice Joshua. So that was a different dynamic. But you a strange motherfucker from overseas. This motherfucker was from Paris. I don't know him. Gonna ask me, do you sing? I said, I preach the gospel of house music. And we talked about him recording me. You gotta pay. So we discussed that, and then we moved on with it. And then I was trying to get more sponsors for the events I was doing. And I asked him, I said, well, if you're willing to sponsor, then I'll sign the rights over to you for the song, but you got to sponsor the amount I asked for. So now he run back and tell this motherfucker I'm asking him for $2,000, but yet he neglected to tell him that he wanted to record me. See, that's the bullshit I'm talking about. Y'all need to stop that fucking bullshit. Y'all want to come up here and complain? You all are so fucking ungrateful. You need to look at how far we have come in our community in house and EDM. Okay, let's talk about how the Roots, Questlove, was at the Golden Globe Awards a couple of years ago and was spinning house music in and out of the commercials. He played Feeling Movie at the Golden Globe Awards. Do you know how big that was? You guys don't appreciate the little moments that we have in our community that elevate us. And I want to give a shout out to my brother, the ambassador of house music. I'm the Madam Ambassador of House Music. John McIntyre is the ambassador of house music. And I want to shout him out because John works for Metro PCS. He was on the south side. Now he's on the west side. And they allow him to have house music events in that store where he can spin house music. That's a beautiful thing. You guys are so busy looking at the negative that you don't even look at the positive. Okay, I try to provide a place for you all at the Daily Center. First of all, let's get something straight, okay, because I'm setting it straight right now. I started house music at the Daily Plaza on a monthly basis. Okay, the Chosen Few was there one time before I got there, and it was for them to promote their picnic. I was in New York on June 27, 2013, and the Chosen Few had a Daily Plaza house music DJ set. So technically they were there first, but they did it one time. I was the person that came a year later and started booking house music at the Daily Center once a month. We were even in the lobby during the winter months, where it was like 10 or 15 people that would come in the lobby, and then the rest of the people worked in the building. Okay, so let me just say that. I started house music at Daily Plaza, and Daily Plaza will always be my venue. And y'all that want to come after me are special invited guests. Yes, I said it. Okay, now I spoke with some representatives of the city of Chicago, and it's their intention to cut back on house music starting 2020. I don't know what the reason for that is. Hopefully I can have a conversation with Lori Lightfoot and go into more details about this, because they're telling me that they want to have an opportunity for other groups to come and perform and showcase their talent. Daily Plaza is 5 days a week, 12 months out the year. How many dates does house music have? If we had 20, you still got 100 other dates to do whatever you want to. Now, I have 2 events this year. I have April the 16th, which is my 5-year anniversary, and I have May 14th, which is an LGBTQ tribute to DJ Craig Cannonball. Okay? Those are the only 2 dates I have this year. If I get any more dates, it'll be at the end of the year. Okay? The Chosen Few has 7. Okay? And that's fine, because I'm busy doing a lot of things with my career. So I don't have an issue with whoever else is there doing house music. My issue is we all need to come together as a community and be peaceful and loving towards one another. And then when people try to sabotage us, we need to all come together and fight that injustice. When I started house music at Daily Plaza, it was supposed to be a platform for DJs that ordinarily would not have an opportunity to shine. Okay? There are a lot of groups that do house music in the city of Chicago and won't put nobody on. That's why I created it. Yes, I have had some A-list, what you would consider A-list name DJs at Daily Plaza. I've had Paul Johnson, I've had Farley, I've had Gene Hunt, Kevin McSwain, a legend. We had this conversation a few days ago about how people are in this industry. You know, and then you guys, a lot of y'all are seeing all the numbers on Facebook, like over 1,000 people click going, and over 5,000 people are interested, and it's got 500 shares. So now all of y'all motherfuckers want to call me and be put on. Okay, it don't work like that. You understand? It just, I'm not going for your bullshit. You're not gonna come at me now. I've been there 5 years. What happened 5 years ago? You didn't ask. And I do ask certain people. I'm looking for a specific criteria. I'm looking for creativity and uniqueness. Okay? And not only that, my events at Daily Plaza are house music with a purpose. Okay? I'm a community activist, and I use house music as a catalyst to bring attention to other important issues like health and wellness, sustainable living, and all the injustices that goes on in this world. That's what that platform is there. If all you want to hear is music, there are other people who do that. Okay? When you come to Mother Diva'S Daily Plaza house music events, you're going to walk away with some education. Okay? One of my sisters that come to see the event that I do, she walked up to me and told me, Mother Diva, thank you for telling me to get compression socks when I fly, because I'm a blood clot survivor. So I advise everyone when they fly to get compression socks. Okay? That's the kind of feedback I want. Now, if you come up to me and say, oh, the music was pumping, I love that too. But what's more important to me is that people tell me that they're benefiting from the information that I'm giving them at Daily Plaza. I'm about saving lives. House music is something that saved my life, okay? It got me where I'm at, and I want to give back to the community by giving out information that saved lives. Now, I want to move on here, okay? Because there's a lot going on. I want to shout out DJ Emmanuel. And the reason I'm shouting out DJ Emmanuel is because DJ Emmanuel can tell you. One time, I called Emmanuel and I said, Emmanuel, I want to do something for your crowd. He was like, well, Mother Diva, what you want to do? I said, it's Black History Month. I want to have a Black History Month house music DJ set, and I'll bring all of the Black History Month information and put it on the wall, and I'll give away a silver coin as a raffle prize. You see, that's what I'm about. I'm about giving back. The only reason I never gave away anything in Daily Plaza is because Daily Plaza didn't allow me to do it. But I'm in negotiations with them now to try to give back to the community and give away a free prize. Because at my other events outside of Daily Plaza, I'm constantly giving something away. And the reason why I wanted to give away that silver coin was because I'm trying to educate people about the importance of investing in gold and silver. Well, Emmanuel said, well, I'll reimburse you for the coin. I said, I don't want your money, Emmanuel. I'm doing this from my heart. Because who's going to go over there and do it? Okay? You guys need to understand that and take a look at that. Now, I want to move on here, because there's a lot going on. So here's the situation, because I have a statement that I need to read from Paris Jackson. Paris and I have been talking lately about people losing their jobs based on things that are being said in the media and on social media. It happened last year. Roseanne was fired off of her TV show for a tweet. In the tweet, she didn't say a person's name. She used their initials. Also last year, there was a very famous DJ in Chicago who had a misunderstanding on social media and lost a gig at Navy Pier. Recently, I had an event booked at Walmart in Florida. And because of misunderstandings on social media, they canceled my event and I had to move it somewhere else. Now Paris is getting flack, okay? She's in a situation where she's losing gigs because of what people are saying about her father and what the media is saying about her. Leave this girl alone. Let her live her life. And let me say this to you, because I know some MJ fans on, fanatics is what I like to call some of y'all. I'm not talking about the people who are very supportive and respectful, but you MJ fanatics that just won't stop. You vicious, you attack people and all that kind of stuff. Because I've had to put y'all in y'all place before. Because I tell you, meet me on the corner. I'll kick your ass. Okay? I'm tired of this. Okay? Why do you all keep harassing her about her father? Defending her father. She has done the best that she can. Why do you all keep sending her pictures of her father? It's like if you go on her Twitter and her Instagram and her Facebook, people are constantly, oh, I love your father, I love your father. They're constantly, she knows what Michael looked like. That was her daddy. She knows what he looks like. I know you guys mean well, but how would you feel? Now ask yourself this question. How would you feel if your father passed away and every day for 10 years somebody sent you a picture of your father? See, when you flip it around and put it on yourself, you got to think about that for a moment. Okay? And let me say something else. Paris Hilton. Yeah, I'm going to read you too. All the shit that you didn't say, you had nerve enough to go and wish Paris Jackson a happy birthday after 2 weeks ago you said her father was guilty. And let me tell y'all the dirt on him. Paris Hilton is a disgrace to the LGBT community. And let me say this, that ain't even his real name. His real name is Mario Armando Laventria Jr. That's what his real name is. Y'all need to do some research. And he chose the name Hilton because he was trying to attach himself to the Hilton family because he was so obsessed with Paris Hilton, which I'll be getting to that soon. But I want to read this statement that Paris sent me. And for those of you who may or may not know, most of y'all know Paris is like a daughter to me. And I've been chatting with her about us coming together. And we definitely would want Roseanne, you know, to join us, because we have to get in contact with the EEOC or some organization to come up with some type of law to where you are prohibited from firing somebody based on social media or what's in the press. I mean, this has just gone too far. Paris and I are gonna be having a conversation about it. I'm gonna make another video about it, and we'll get into that in more detail. So I want to read. This is a statement that Paris sent to me to send to Geraldine Hughes. Geraldine Hughes is an author, and she wrote a book called Redemption. And Redemption is the story of the 1993 allegations, how they were trying to set Michael up, and she's in the process of turning it into a scripted film. This is the statement that Paris sent to Geraldine Hughes, and I'm going to read it to you guys. This is what it says. It says, "Dear Miss Geraldine Hughes, I appreciate what you're doing by defending my father and the work you do feeding the homeless every Friday with Open Door Skid Row Ministries. To the public, he is Michael Jackson. To me and my brothers, he is our dad, just daddy. I don't want people to think I am not defending him. I have and always will. However, this is very painful for me and my brothers. We all have our own lives and trying to move forward. We continue our father's legacy every day by helping the homeless, and my band, the Soundflowers, performs for charities that help cancer patients. I cannot continue to honor requests for statements to the media and keep discussing this because it will never end. I do not want my life to become a discussion about my father. No one cares about Paris Jackson. What about me? I have a life and a career. People have their own agendas, and their only interest in me is because I am Michael Jackson's daughter. I am constantly followed and harassed by the paparazzi. Well, I have my own voice and my own causes. My father taught me to be independent, love others, and educate myself. I've had to develop thick skin to live in this world. I just want peace. Give peace a chance. I respectfully ask everyone to give me and my brothers a break. Leave us alone. We do appreciate the love, prayers, and support from the Michael Jackson community. But just like Daddy, we really just want to live a normal life as best as we can. Sincerely yours, Paris Michael Catherine Jackson." Now, you see, it is so sad that she even just had to say all of that. You know, I mean, Paris, baby, I love you. You know I got your back. Whatever you need, I'm here for you. And we're going to continue to fight these injustices and move forward and work on some things. So I want to move on to Paris Hilton, because a lot of you all have treated her with just such disrespect, and it's not right. Paris was obviously, she just recently took a picture with Chip E. And so I'm assuming she was at Ultra Music Festival because they ran into each other in Miami. And all you DJs out there who be trying to hate on Paris Hilton, let me tell you something. Why is your focus somebody who is trying to do the best that they can with their skills? Okay, let me explain something to you. Paris Hilton, you can't try to compare her to like a Christina Sky or a Spinderella or somebody that's been in the game 30 years. That's just like trying to compare Mariah Lynn from Love and Hip Hop, who's a new rapper, to MC Lyte. You can't do that. You have to give people a chance to hone their craft and build up their craft. And all of y'all just hating on her, talking about, oh, she fake it and she ain't no real DJ and all that. Well, somebody had to teach her how to do something. That girl ain't never said nothing negative about none of y'all, okay? And you all talking about Paris Hilton is irrelevant. Let Paris Hilton say something about y'all trifling ass. She would make you relevant. And it's always the DJs that be spinning at the hole in the wall on the corner of 69th and Ghetto Boulevard that got something negative to say about some damn body. Okay? You all don't know shit about the Hiltons. You think, oh, she just a socialite making it on her family's name. Let me tell you something. Y'all motherfuckers ain't even went and done no damn research. Conrad Hilton did not leave his family nothing. Okay, I got the documentation right here, and I'm gonna go over this so you all can be educated and know what's going on. First of all, the Chicago Hilton used to be called Conrad Hilton. For those of you all that are from Chicago and grew up around the time I did, because when I was a kid, it was the Conrad Hilton. They changed it to the Chicago Hilton. Okay, now I went and did some research on the Hilton family. Okay, and let me tell you what this says. Now, this is an article from the New York Times. It says, when Conrad Nicholas Hilton died in 1979, he left an eloquent tribute to his philanthropic philosophy. Charity, not his children, were to receive the bulk of his multi-million-dollar estate. He left the bulk of his estate to a foundation. To the end, Mr. Hilton established the Conrad Hilton Foundation, and when he died in 1979 at the age of 91, after having drafted 32 wills in his lifetime, he left to his foundation the power to control his large hotel empire. Now, this is what it said. Conrad Hilton's trusted advisors who drew up all his wills, one of the magnate's objectives was not to leave unearned wealth to relatives and members of his family. Mr. Hilton believed in a strong work ethic, and his desire was to have all of his relatives, his children, get out and go to work and earn their own living. How you like that? That's what it says. Now, William Barron Hilton, who is Paris Hilton's grandfather. See, Paris Hilton is the great-granddaughter of Conrad Hilton, okay? So, well, let me go into the foundation because the foundation has a statement here. This is what the Conrad Hilton Foundation is about. It says, according to the foundation, the prize is not only intended to recognize and advance the efforts of the recipient organization, but also to call attention to the worldwide need for humanitarian aid and encourage others to expand their support. The creation of the Conrad N. Hilton Humanitarian Prize by the foundation was inspired by the will of Conrad Hilton. This is a quote from Conrad Hilton. There is a natural law, a divine law that obliges you and me to relieve the suffering, the distressed, and the destitute. Charity is a supreme virtue and the great channel through which the mercy of God is passed on to mankind. It is a virtue that unites men and inspires their noblest efforts. Now, let me say this. William Barron Hilton, which was Conrad's son, he sat on the board of the foundation. He also was in charge of the Hilton brand. Well, the Hilton brand has gone through a lot of different changes. It was sold. Some family members own the stock in the publicly traded aspect of it. There's a lot going on there, okay? But when Barron got married, and they call him Barron, but his name is William Barron. When he got married and had his children, he had a son named Rick Hilton. That's Paris's father. Rick Hilton has absolutely nothing to do with the Hilton brand. If you go look up Rick Hilton's bio, Rick Hilton is a real estate tycoon. He has his own real estate company with his partner, who is called Hilton and Highland. They sell homes to the rich and famous in Beverly Hills and Brentwood, and some of his homes was featured on the TV show $1 Million Listing. Okay, he made his own fortune on his own, okay, and had nothing to do with the hotel. Now, you want to talk? Let's talk about Miss Kathy Hilton, my Twitter sister. And I want to give a shout out to Miss Kathy Hilton because whenever I have Michael Jackson events, I ask her to retweet them. She will retweet them for me, and I appreciate that because she don't have to do that. Okay, now let me go into Miss Kathy Hilton. People think that she's just a little socialite and she's just a housewife, but she's not. Okay, Kathy Hilton was an actress in Hollywood. She has products that she was selling on QVC. She has a skincare line that she sold on HSN. And since 2012, she has designed the Kathy Hilton collection of party dresses sold in 400 stores worldwide, including Neiman Marcus, Saks Fifth Avenue, and Nordstrom. Okay, so now let's move back on to Paris. Paris is an independent person, got her own brand. Paris started modeling, Paris Hilton I'm talking about now, because I know I talked about the two Parises. Paris Hilton started modeling when she was a teenager. She also is a best-selling author. She's a reality TV show star, which her father produced some of her reality TV shows. She also has products in the store for sale, and she's a DJ. So instead of judging people, why don't you go do some research and find out what people are really doing and what people are really about? And I really just wanted to do this live and come over and just to educate people, just to show you something, okay? And let me say this to you, you DJs out there, I'm not having your fucking bullshit. You're not coming to Daily Plaza trying to take over my show. It is my show. I am a woman in a male-dominated industry, and I have to put my foot down, okay? I will house you. I got 7 ways to make you jack. Leave Paris Hilton alone, and Perez Hilton, I already sent you, okay, all of the law codes for your internet bullying, and you will be served with a lawsuit. You need to keep your fucking mouth closed. Okay, and all you motherfuckers out there in LA that's trying to take advantage of Paris Jackson, oh, I'm coming with a switch from 2300 Jackson Street, okay? And you would think that I'm from Joe Jackson University, because I don't play that shit, okay? Paris will be bailing me out of jail because somebody will get their ass kicked. You people are trying to take advantage of an innocent girl, and I am not having that bullshit. You leave Paris Jackson alone, you leave Paris Hilton alone, hallelujah, and good night.